President Trump announcing a 90-day pause on some tariffs, excluding China. Joining us now with more, National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett, who all along, I think, we divided people up into the negotiators. That was Bessent, and you're going to probably won't like this, but that was Bessent and Elon, and I would say you. And then we had the stand firm, no negotiators, and that was maybe the Commerce Secretary and maybe Peter Navarro. Looks like something that you said earlier in the week, Kevin, that sort of got, I don't know, circulated as fact instead of fiction. That was like a market check. Yesterday it happened, and indeed, 3,000 points.
Well, first of all, I don't really like the characterization that we're divided amongst teams. In fact, I would say that the person who, right at the final minute, was with the president when the president decided to do the pause that we had been talking about all along was Secretary Lutnick. Secretary Lutnick and Secretary Bessent were in the room for the final call with the president. And I think that's a nice clarification of how we're not on different teams, warring teams, we're all on the same team.
I know boys will be boys, according to Carolyn Levitt, but are you not on X? You didn't. I still don't get anything except talk about that whatever you want to call it, that food fight between Elon Musk and Ron Navarro, Peter Navarro.
Well, as you know, that I practice a martial art called Aikido, where basically what you try to do is redirect negative energy so that it works against the guy and doesn't turn it into an all-out scuffle. And I think verbal Aikido is a better choice. It's a better choice.
So, Kevin,
it's a better choice for people.
I characterize it as the art of the deal on one side and hitting your head against the wall until, because it feels so good when you stop, and that the actual what happened yesterday was somewhere in the middle. I guess you'd say it was all art of the deal. This was the plan all along to goad China into being isolated.
Well, I think that what's been going on all along is the president recognizes that in order to get the big change that we need for America's workers, like these are really fundamental changes that we're talking about, that we need to create enough pressure on our trading partners that things that American presidents have been asking for the last decades are actually offered at the table. I can say that I was on a call with the Swiss president yesterday with President Trump. We've got a whole system set up through Susie Wiles and the cabinet secretaries that we're starting to have a meeting today after lunch where we prioritize our allies and other countries and decide who or when is going to visit and when. But I can tell you that the amount of stuff that's coming to the table came up really a lot, long before the market movements this week. And so it was looking like that there had been enough action to get us to the point where we should really genuinely start negotiating. And if you go back and look, you can see the negotiation signals were out there already, even on that Monday where somebody made a fake tweet that suddenly said that I was saying something that ended up being kind of mostly true on Wednesday. And so anyway, I think that everything was moving forward in an orderly fashion, and there's no doubt that the Treasury market yesterday made it so that the decision that it's about time to move was made, I think, with perhaps a little more urgency, but it was going to happen at any moment anyway. You
expect real negotiations over the next 90 days. Right. People say it's happy talk, and it's in fact, all these trading partners are going to be emboldened now to not do anything because they know that the president's not serious or he's going to blink. So they can just wait out, and they got 90 days now, and they don't have to do anything.
I talked with Jamison Greer, the U.S. Trade Representative, yesterday, just to get an update on the number of countries. And of course, saying you've got a lot of countries calling, that's one thing, right? But, they could be calling to say, how's the weather out there? But then having people really begin negotiations to make offers, that's a different number. That number is like closing in on 20. There's a little bit of discussion about exactly, well, did they really make an offer? But for sure, there's a bunch of offers that are really sensible offers, and they're coming from our top trading partners. And it's some of the most progress in trade negotiation that I think probably the most progress that we've ever seen. And so I think that this system that the president set up to say, hey, we're serious about negotiation, we're serious about reciprocity. If you guys come down, we'll come down. To do that, we've got to have some negotiations. The fact that people started to send stuff. We had 2 deals almost closed as of last week, almost closed. Getting them closed requires the lawyers to work forever and so on. And so getting them closed by yesterday was not quite going to happen. But yes, there's a big inventory of deals that are right close to the finish line.